First of all, I'd like to congratulate Coach Wright on his 500th win. I don't know that it's an honor to be the victim of that, but he's certainly he's what's right about college basketball, and he's been a great leader in this league prior to our time in the league, but certainly since we restarted this 8 years ago. So what he's done at Villanova and what he continues to do is really incredible. So I'd like to congratulate him on that 500th win here. They were so much better than us tonight. We looked like a bunch of young kids tonight. And we haven't done that very often this year, but it happened tonight. They were more physical, they were more disciplined, and the score certainly was reflective of that.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, what was it about their defense that disrupted your offense so much tonight?
Probably the physicality. They were a little more aggressive with their switches than they were at our place, and I thought that took Nemhart's vision away and didn't allow him to make a quick read off some of those ball screens. We needed to get stops so we could get out and play in transition before that. Their defense is really good when it gets set. And we allowed them to set it all night because we were taking it out of the net the whole time. So their defense was really good. They were physical. We didn't get we had second opportunities at our place. We didn't get many of those tonight, and they were able to cash in on some second chance points. We won the battle in the paint by a big margin at our place, and we lost that battle tonight.
Second chance opportunity, especially in that first half stretch, didn't come for you. What you couldn't get on the offensive glass?
Yeah, I mean they're big, they're physical. They're not necessarily tall, but they're very strong and they play low to the ground and they have great balance. And they hit you first, and you have to be able to make a second effort. And I just thought the pace to everything we did in Omaha against them was better than it was tonight. But a lot of that is credited to Villanova and the physicality with which they played with.
Is it possible to counter that physicality with pace for this team, or are you guys still kind of in that process where you're figuring out how to do that?
Yeah. I mean, we've done it before, and we'll have opportunities to do it again, and I think we will. Kalkbrenner was playing on 1 foot, sprained his ankle yesterday in practice, and that hurt us certainly. His pace, I thought, in and out of ball screens was not what it has been. And frankly, had we had a game this weekend, I'm not sure he would have played tonight.
It just seems like the margin for error is pretty tough, or pretty small against the Villanova team. How?
Yeah, the margin for error for anybody is pretty small against Villanova because they're not going to beat themselves. They're going to be disciplined. They're going to do what they do, and we did a better job of making their 3-point looks difficult. At our place, we did a better job of keeping them off the free throw line at our place, and our rebounding effort was better at our place. And if you allow them to excel in those areas, you're asking for trouble, and that's what we got.
Anything that you saw? In previous games, your team has been able to rally, even if it's had stretches where it hasn't performed necessarily great. But even against Colorado State, you guys are in the game late. Anything that you saw from the guys that didn't happen, or is it just kind of credit to Villanova?
No, you just play enough games. Over the course of a season, I've said this before. Third of the games you kind of are who you are, and a third of the games you kind of want to bottle that up. You play so well, and you wonder where that team came from, and how do I get those guys to that level every night. Then unfortunately, there's 6 or 7 where you wonder who's in those uniforms tonight. They don't look. What we're doing is not what we do. And that happened tonight, and I think it happens to every team over the course of the season. You hope it doesn't happen when you're playing a team as good as Villanova in their building.
How do you think the team will respond to it? Because they just haven't experienced a game like that before. This group hasn't.
Lots of lessons this year, and everything's a lesson, and certainly this film will be a great learning experience. We can look back to our preparation and figure out maybe what we need to do different should we have the opportunity to play them again. This team has learned on the fly all season long, and we've got a lot of young guys tonight that were out there against some really veteran, smart, tough players, and we just could never get that mojo going tonight. And again, that had mostly to do with Villanova.
2 more for Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.